Okay, hey there guys. So in today's video we're going up against SSX for the first time this season. They've actually, or not actually, they've been doing pretty well this season, just like the past couple seasons. They've definitely been on a pretty good streak in seasons as of lately. For a little bit they weren't doing not that they weren't doing well, but they weren't like top 3 contender, but right now I'd definitely say they are performing up to that type of standards. So getting into the boosting here at the very start, so I'm going to have Moleman, Quake, and Void. I edited out all of them, but I have 4 fights this war, and I had 3 or 4 mastery swaps because I had to start by putting on the suicides for the spot, take them off for Void, put them on for Moleman, take them off for Quake, put on defense masteries. But that's how these types of wars go, and that's how the champions that I have just are. So it's what I do. I got to get back into the arena right now. My units in gold are a little bit low, and I keep meaning to go into the arena, and I just never do because who wants to go into arena? So for this first fight, Spot doesn't have Nullify, so or MD. So the what's it called? The placebos and Shatter, roll with the punches, whichever one it was, don't really matter for this fight. Roll with the punches, but Shatter does. Shatter will make him stun immune after like 1 or 2 parries. So part of the reason I believe for having suicides on for this fight, besides it being Moleman, is it starts me off with Monster Mass, and I'm able to do that, and I'm able to I'm able to block into the Unstoppable, into the Heavy, because you can do a Heavy counter with it. Right here, I get up to an SP3, like, right as I threw the SP3, I was like, I should have done another Unstoppable and just comboed him, because SP3s take a while, but fortunately this fight ends up being pretty quick. Part of the reason why it could have potentially saved me is I have 3 fights in a row for a Power Start 1, and I definitely wanted to get at least 2 of the fights in on the same block of Power Start. So that's the first mastery swap. Have to drop the suicides, get back on my attack masteries, and as you can see, that fight with Moleman took 29 seconds, and I only have 50 seconds left for this Power Start 1 for this Doom, so I'm composing myself before I go in. This fight, Doom is not tactic, but this node does put placebos on me when you're close to him, and if he nullifies 4 buffs, he gains an SP3 through power gain. So Withers and Petrify will stop that, and every debuff he has gives him attack. But I also have Inequity on, so those are going to kind of work against each other, which is really good. Early on, I'm able to get a bunch of unique debuffs going. I actually get all 3 off, which is the best possible one for damage, and as long as I have a Petrify up really early on for Doom, that's all I want. And now that I have 2 Petrifies on, once I get some Withers like that from being close to him and getting the placebos, I am going to reverse his power if I dex and hit him, which is always nice, but pretty much with those Petrifies, I just don't have to worry about MD. Right here, I'm doing still a fair bit of damage. I'm reversing the heals, all that stuff, but he's just not playing ball, throwing that special attack, and I do not want to be against a wall against a Doom, because if I get a dex and he somehow nullifies my SP1 or my dex, and then I have a shock, and then he heavies me and stuns me and crits and I die, embarrassing. That SP2 does almost half of my health through the block because of Masochist and the fact that it gives extra damage, but fight was mostly under control. He only gets up 3 bars of power, I think, in that total fight, right? 1 SP1 and then 1 SP2, and I was not going to risk that SP2 block. I kind of had to hope that that wasn't going to like kill me on my block. I was pretty confident that it wasn't going to kill me if it was just in my block, but I knew if that's in my face that was going to be death. So right here, I'm going to heal up the Moleman, and I've just switched masteries. I put back on full suicides, full glass cannon, full suicides, full everything. So before I start this fight, sometimes you get unlucky. Long shot Claire the first war, second war. Sometimes you get very lucky, and you are about to witness when I get my comeuppance with luck sometimes. So, normal fight, start off, 17. Trigger that. Right here, actually get really good luck there. He throws his heavy into my block, but he doesn't actually hit, so I don't gain a Living Abyss charge, so he's still not unblockable. Full combo, throw the SP2, only 2 debuffs, Inequity's not hitting me that hard, 26k, I'm like, okay, 1 more SP2, 1 too many hits. Not 1 too many, 2 too many. Boom, SP3. Okay, I'll throw in my SP1. I'll let the bleeds do the work. Except he's bleed resistant, and I don't really have deep wounds on, so I take a couple hits, he crits. and I threw another SP1. I'm just like, oh, I'll just see if this kills him through his... I don't know what I was thinking. If I had taken that SP3, I have an SP3 Protect Boost on, if I had taken that SP3 at 90% health, I live. 100%, I live. I take that SP3 at 50%? I don't know, man. I don't know if I would have lived there or not, because I do have that SP3 Protect on. If I hit that 20% bonus minigame, maybe I tank it. I might tank it there. I'm not sure. But I got very, very lucky there. I almost messed up what is a very standard fight for me at this point. Right? I've done that fight 30 times on this channel, it probably feels like. Third season here, so yeah, probably right around 30 fights. So, right off the bat here, I knew that going in when I was starting to practice this Claire, is that when she's pushing you against the wall, she can be a bit weird. There's a lot of champions that are a bit weird with that, and she actually clipped my chin, basically, when I'm going back, and that put a placebo on me, and she instantly put 2 placebos and nullified both placebos. Perfect RNG. 2 for 2, 4 for 4. And then I accidentally took a parry there, I believe it was, before the unblockable came in, got another placebo on me. Fortunately, the concussion was able to time it out, so she doesn't get up to SP1, and in my head here, I was like, you know what? If she does, though, I have 1 invul left. I keep quaking. I keep quaking. I eat that SP1 to my face. That was literally my thinking here. I'm like, I need 2 more Quake cycles, because 18, I was like, play passive there, because she did 11k a tick there, plus the 1,000 that I'm getting from the Hulk relic and my base stats, and I'm just like, I just need 1 more second here. Done. I like that little, I just like stood off after the Quake. I was like, okay, done. Done with the war, done with Quake. A little bit lucky there, and we need a little bit more luck here. Right now, we are very much up on time. We've been up on time the whole war. That's all I can say about that part, is we are like actually up 4-4, very tight war. This war almost feels tighter than the GT war because it's just, there are actual deaths, but I'll update you guys on the score tomorrow about who ends up winning. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.